Whoa. Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we are reviewing a 2026 Jeep Wrangler Moab 392. This thing is basically a muscle car built into an off-road machine. Let's get it. Give a huge shout out to Jim Butler, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep and Ram here in Linn, Missouri for allowing me time with this vehicle. Please reach out to Gage for all your vehicle needs. Pairing this 2026 Jeep Wrangler 392 is a 6.4 liter V8 engine producing 470 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Right, starting in the front here, we have the classic Jeep headlights, front-facing camera right here. These are LEDs, obviously. We have a super beefy steel front bumper and fog lights, along with massive recovery hooks up front, as you all can see there. And you'll notice we get about 11.1 inches of ground clearance. You can look under there. I don't see any skid plates, but we do have this nice little lip, which is steel up front. Coming to the side, we have our turn signals right here also. You'll notice we have these massive fender flares, which cover up these 35-inch tires. So we got beadlock capable wheels. These are BF Goodrich all-terrains. These are KO2s, same ones you see on the old Raptors. Your 315/70 R17, so 17-inch wheel, beadlock capable, all-terrain. Doesn't get much better than this setup right here. You have a nice little Easter egg. There's your old school Jeep. Coming down the side, we have the Moab sticker here, really large, and your 392 badge up top on both sides. We just have standard mirrors, no blind spot. These doors do come off. Color matched hinges. We have a nice Jeep Wrangler logo here, and then we have the trail rated logo there. Black door handles. You do get the touch to unlock if you have the key with you. Color matched topper. This thing is really cool. Looks great. You can see our off-road tuned suspension in the back here, and then we do have wheel well liners front and rear. Coming to the back, large squared off tail lights, and then we have our reverse lights, and we do get parking sensors in the back and recovery hooks. You can see on this side we do have one right here. Then we do have a steel bumper in the rear as well. Full-size spare, obviously. Here's your rear-facing camera. That is the back. And then you'll see we have quad exhaust. Tucked up nice and tight there. Keep from dragging on anything. And then you have your trailer hookups kind of underneath. You can see those. So this does tow around 3,500 pounds with this V8 engine. Nothing crazy, but let's be honest, this isn't a practical buy. You buy this because you want it, not because you need it. It's nice. And then we have our glass. So looking back here, we got a bunch of goodies back here right now, but we do have some power in the back, which is nice. Massive Alpine speakers there. And then you can see up top, your roll bar is color matched as well, which is really cool. So you take the top off, doors off, this thing would look pretty mean. And to take it off, we just have the normal switch or latches here. You'll see those all the way along the front and the back, as you can see. We'll get into the interior in a little bit. Decent amount of room back here. Nothing crazy, but you do get some tie downs also, which is a nice little feature. All right, so this is a 2026. I think the Moab 392 is new to 2026. You can also get the Willis 392, which I think is a little better price point. The base price on this vehicle, $79,995. Very few options on this particular vehicle. You do get the Anvil clear coat exterior paint. This paint is awesome. Kind of a blue-gray tone. Looks really nice. Pops really good in the sun. And then we just have the all-weather floor mats and the one-touch power top. So this is a power top actually for $995. So destination, after destination, MSRP, $83,750. I think right now Jim Butler has this particular Jeep listed for around $75. Honestly, it's not cheap. I think it's a fair price for what you're getting out of this. A high output V8. You know, when these things first came out, I think they're over 100 grand. So that price sounds pretty good to me. I forgot to mention too, we do have rock rails. Very important. Hopefully you're not just driving a truck like this, Jeep like this on the highway. You can kind of see there's kind of a better shot at your suspension. Great articulation. Also, let's take a look at the interior. Popping inside here, obviously the doors are super light. We have this red stitching throughout, which gives it a great accent. We have the bungee pocket here. So not a whole lot of storage, but these doors come off, so that's how they're made. Then we just have our power mirrors, lock, unlock. Payload 850 pounds on this Jeep. And then we have power seats here, fully adjustable, super nice leather, as you would expect in something this outrageous. Jumping inside here, you notice we do get the leather wrapped steering wheel. Super beefy, feels really nice on the hands. Here's our lighting controls here. And then we have just a manual steering wheel, blinker on this side, your wipers, everything else over here. And then if you look, we'll turn this thing on, hold your ears. There's your startup. Really, really neat. So semi-digital Gage cluster, this is what I'm talking about. This is perfect. These high-end vehicles, they need to copy this style right here. You get the options, the digital Gage in the middle, so you can still kind of customize it. Excuse me, but you have the analog gauges on the sides, and then you can see your four-wheel drive outputs there. Going to the steering wheel, we have our phone controls, nice paddle shifters. I think these are metal. And then we do have adaptive cruise on this side, Jeep logo in the middle. Here's our ignition button. Then coming down here, we have heated steering, heated seats. Your passenger also gets heated seats. And then we have our volume controls. And then I'm pretty sure this is to quiet the exhaust. And then we have hill descent control, climate controls all through here. Coming down, we do get a 12 volt here, and then this media flap, there's your USBs. So it's covered. Window controls obviously in the middle, so for when you take the doors off. And then you'll see right here we have 4 auxiliary buttons, so you can hook a bunch of stuff up to this. Then obviously down here, front and rear locker, can do either. You just flip it up, flip it down. And then we have our off-road plus button and our disconnecting sway bar. So this thing can literally get you anywhere in the world. I love the style of this four-wheel drive shifter. So we have 4 auto, 4 high part-time, and then 4 low. Manual parking brake. This shifter is automatic, but I love the style of this thing. Kind of old school. 2 small cup holders with a little bit of storage right here. And then obviously we have a smaller center console, kind of have digital camo on it, so we have the smaller compartment and the larger with another USB plug-in down there. Not a ton of storage, but that's just Jeeps for you. And we have a nice grab bar here, nice kind of suede material here with the red stitching up top. This is, I think, is for your power roof, which you all can see there. Makes it really easy to take this thing off. Home controls, and then just a standard rear view mirror. This thing still might be in demo mode, but you do get a 360 camera in this Jeep. And then we have large vents right here. This thing is super capable, super fun, kind of expensive, but you know, someone that's buying this is buying it for a toy. I would say probably not a daily driver. Fuel economy, 13 city, 16 highway, 14 combined. So that is not good. But doesn't really matter. You're not gonna look at that buying this vehicle. We look at the back. Small doors, we all know that. Not a whole lot of room back here. This seat design, I do like this. You can hang some stuff on these hooks. And then you still have the bungee. Then coming in here, Here's your window controls, and then we have our USBs down here. Everything is covered in case, you know, you're off-roading, doors off, top off, no dust will get in here. Nice power outlet, more storage here, and a nice little compartment to put some stuff. And then you do get cup holders in the back, kind of built into this headrest. Super comfortable seats. You'll see up top, we have a bunch of speakers also. Ooh. And then we have nice lighting here. So here's a view of the front. Pretty cool. And then here's a view of the back. Great visibility out of these Jeeps. Really nice large windows. And we're gonna start this thing up and listen to it because that's the best thing about this. But here's your key fob, lock, unlock, remote start obviously. Listen to that thing. If I'm being honest, that's one of the meanest engines I've ever heard, especially on that initial startup. It sounds really, really nice. Super deep. I'm sure it's loud on the road, especially with how Jeeps are usually built. They're not very sound deadening, but that's okay. I'm digging it. Whoa. So this thing still is in ship mode. That's why this screen's not coming on. Just got it in. And you can see here, this exhaust button is for the performance exhaust. I can't turn that on right now. But I am just gonna drive it around the parking lot because I wanna hear what the rattles sound like even at low speeds in this Jeep. Obviously a ton of power in this thing. And this thing is unreal. So that V8 is pretty darn impressive as far as the sound goes. Pretty good handling also. Pretty rad vehicle. This is 2026 Jeep Wrangler Moab 392. Let me know what you all think of this. And the pricing, as I mentioned, around $75,000 right now at Jim Butler. Not terrible. As I mentioned, it's basically a sports car built in an off-road machine. So best of both worlds. This thing goes really fast. It can go over any obstacle you put in front of it. As always, appreciate you all watching. We'll see you on the next one.